So now, I decided I don't like this guy in my territory anymore, and this is how I decided to go about kicking him out. I feel like it's kind of a strong wall here, so I'll try to back him in some way or another. Now the computer decides they want to start getting their feet a little wetter in this corner over here. So they play down there. Now this is starting to worry me because I don't have a lot of defense here. They could get that group alive down in the corner. So I play here. I feel like this is a strong play. If they were to play there, then I could cut them off there, and that would be that wouldn't be that strong of a play anyway. So I'm comfortable with that. It's a little removed from my guys, but I think that I'll be able to rescue that guy in a pinch. So the computer decides to try to go on the attack on that guy there. I still feel like I really have the upper hand in that corner. He's gonna have a hard, that guy's there. He's gonna have a hard time getting life. The white guy's there. So I post up here. That's both connecting this guy in there, making it harder for them to capture, so they can't threaten to surround him there or there, and also it just solidifies my wall, so he can't really sneak through. So now the computer plays down here, trying to get a stronger foothold here, and now they're really threatening to play something like right there, and that would be a lot of trouble. I would have to play there to defend myself, and that would really cut me off from any access to the territory over here. So what I do is I hit him here and threaten to take out this guy. So because if that guy were to fall, when I play there, then these guys are both going to be kind of weak, and so I'll be able to really kick those guys completely out of my corner here. So when I play there, the computer really has to defend up here. And this is not a great shape for the computer. It's not very powerful for them. They can't do a lot with it. And that play was a defensive move. It didn't get him any more territory. Now this next move is what I think is my favorite move in the game, and is why I picked this game to be the one that I did the commentary on. So this next move I play here. And this is a big stretch for me. This is territory that I really thought that white dominated really well, but here I saw an opportunity to go in and make an attack at this entire area over here, because this isn't completely invincible. Neither is this, and this is just barely in a way that I can connect it off, and they can't just attack them. So that I like it's one of the favorite plays that I've ever made. I think computer responds. Decent response by playing here to try to save this guy a little bit and cut me off from taking territory from them away here, and we're going to see how that plays out in the next couple moves. So when he plays there, I'm forced to defend up here, because otherwise they could have played there the next turn, and I would have been in big trouble. So I defend up there. That really makes this a more solidified foothold here. And here's where the computer, I don't really agree with the plays the computer makes here. The computer then decides that it really favors the territory down here, whereas I think this is kind of weak territory. So if I were the computer, I would have defended this. But the computer decided to play here. I think a better play would have been to play there. That would have cut me off pretty quickly. But the computer decided to go there. So I could follow up then, and now here's where I really start to just cut into him. So I just keep on pushing into him there. Computer, once again, favoring the bottom part of the board here, plays there. And now I move in here to threaten this piece. So now this structure is just weak. Now the computer, once again, I think that the computer wasn't playing its best at this point. Computer decides to play there and defend up the board here. I really think they could have made a better play than that. But then, of course, I just capture here, and you'll know that I'm now threatening to capture that next piece there, which the computer decides not to defend for one reason or another. There may have been some other way I could take more territory, but the computer decides to go here to really make sure that I guess at that point they're trying to just cut their losses. So then I play here, I pick up one territory off them, and the computer wants to block me off from taking anything more from them, which is fine at this point. So then at that point I decide it's time for these guys to go. I don't like them, so I'm going to put a threat on them there. Now, as you can see, it's very difficult for them to get 2 eyes made in this corner. I don't know the best way to kick these guys out of my territory, but I think this is good because they just don't have a good opportunity to make 2 eyes. So then white goes down here. They're somewhat threatening this guy right here. I want to make sure I don't take that bottom part of the board that they love so much. That I cut into them a little bit there on the edge. Just I like the edge plays like that towards the end because they can't block me off there. They have to block me there, and they can't just block me there. That's it. They're gonna have to. I'll get ready to defend. They actually end up going up here, just to make sure I don't cut into their corner over there. The rest of this is kind of just finishing off the walls of territory. So then white played there. I played here. At this point, white's considered those guys dead to him. White did make one final stab at killing my guy down here. I responded. I mean, this would be a somewhat safe response. I liked this one better because he couldn't run very far. This white guy wouldn't be able to run that way, and he wouldn't be able to catch me that way. Because if he played there, I could just capture him right there. So I like that play there. Then white tried to save these guys just a little bit. Not a strong shape for them. So I play here. Now he's just really boxed in. He's not going to be able to get 2 eyes up there. He's not going to be able to surround me either. So now white decides to post up down here. I go in here just to really definitively threaten that group up there. White moves here, so I have to defend up here. This isn't the interesting part of the game. And that's it. We both passed at this point. And the score, I don't remember exactly what the score was, but I'm going to get a different score than what it was given to me before. The score ended up being 26 for me, 18 for white, according to the score here. So, yep, that was absolutely my favorite game that I played so far. And I was playing a bunch when I played that set, but I think I learned a lot, so it was good.